news. All local, all morning.
Well, good morning, everyone. 7 o'clock, Sunday, June 11th. Seeing the sunshine is out right there over downtown Baltimore, and the heat is on. Getting a long-term medical diagnosis can really affect a person and their family's finances. Coming up, financial advice you need to know if a loved one is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Well, everyone wants to make sure they manage their money right, and that's definitely the case if you or someone you know has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Kyle Winkfield, managing partner at OWRS, is here with some advice that we can use. So good morning. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Shelly, how are you?
Good. This is a very difficult time for families. It can feel overwhelming, and where do they start if you have this? You want to make sure you set up your finances.
You do. I saw my family deal with this firsthand, so I think the first place you want to go, which my uncle did, was get all your legal documents in order. So some of the key legal documents here are going to be your will, your trust, living will, living trust, definitely a healthcare power of attorney. And then you're going to want to name someone to deal with your financial affairs, especially if you're the person suffering from Alzheimer's. Who's going to be taking care of the financial responsibilities? Got to name that person as well. So start on the legal end.
And then you said you have to come up with a plan for your money, for your care costs, for where you're going to live, everything. There
you go. Yes, that's so important. All planning is thinking ahead. Okay, because so many people, they say to themselves, oh, this is going to happen to me, so they don't plan. But really great success in this is, you know what? What if it does happen? I hope it never does, but what if it does? How are we going to pay for it? Okay, what benefit and resources can we tap into? Was the person who's suffering a veteran? Because maybe there's some VA benefits. Are there community resources we can tap into? That stuff is so important.
Okay, and you said it's also very important to surround yourself, build a care team.
Right, this is where money can help, but this is where the heart matters.
Okay.
Okay, so what my uncle did, take a page out of his playbook. What he did was when he started to see my aunt, you know, being forgetful, and we thought that it might lead that way, he sat everyone down and said, listen, who can I count on to help us around the clock? Because if you've ever dealt with it, they need care around the clock all the time. So get your list together of people, friends and family that you can count on and you can call on because you're going to need it.
And you said review community resources too. See what else is out there.
You do want to look at community resources. They can have, for example, veterans benefits. So if the person was a veteran, definitely tap into some VA benefits. Research what those are ahead of time. Okay, so don't react. So many people get reactive, like, oh my gosh, what should you do? Well, let's tap into the VA because maybe dad or mom who's suffering was a veteran. Look at the community resources that are available. Look at other government benefits that are available. And certainly talk to financial professionals as well as estate and elder care attorneys that can be resources to help you tap into those benefits successfully.
Okay. Have you found anything that's good about, I guess you definitely want to keep organized when you're doing this, but it can feel overwhelming, so kind of helping people get in that direction.
Right. So the first thing I think, we get back to what is planning really? Planning is thinking ahead and saying to yourself, instead of, I hope this never, this is never going to happen to me, and it's for everybody else. For people watching at home right now, you know what? Say to yourself, what if it does happen? I hope it never does, but what if it does happen? Who's going to take care of mom or dad, whoever's suffering? How are we going to pay for it? Who's up on deck to be part of the care team? Who can we count on? Who can't we count on? And it's okay whichever camp you're in. That's so important. That helps keep you organized, I think. Because you know what, Shelly, people will spend all day planning for a vacation, okay? That's a nice thing, but plan ahead for this, and guess what? Hopefully you never have to deal with it.
But if you do, you'll be ready.
You'll be ready. There you go.
Advice. Thank you, Kyle Winkfield, OWRS. Appreciate you being with us this morning.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.